Wrong ones part ways, right ones find their way. Title of today's article: Advice from 3 divorced women to all women, heartfelt and striking. Let's listen together. I accidentally stumbled upon a post discussing how people are doing after divorce and whether they have any regrets. The most liked reply was, "It couldn't be better. This person frequently visits their child, spending ample time with them, ensuring the child is not affected. They also have time to focus on work, watch movies, and exercise, gradually rekindling old hobbies. By staying away from incompatible personalities, their mood has improved significantly." Friends who hadn't seen them for a year remarked on their dramatic transformation, saying they looked younger and more vibrant. Thus, divorce greatly improved their quality of life. Reading this, I felt that even after divorce, one can lead an exciting life. It made me wonder about the lives of divorced women. What kind of ending justifies the tumultuous journey? Let's listen to the heartfelt words of these divorced women. Sun Xiaorui, single mother. I am an 80s single mother who has been divorced twice. Men probably wouldn't like a woman who's been divorced twice, right? After my divorces, I fell into a vicious cycle of seeking out men, starting relationships, feeling satisfied, and then discarding them. Men became my prey. I longed for the sense of conquest they provided, but when they wanted a deeper relationship, I quickly abandoned them and moved on to the next. I couldn't believe any man truly loved me until I met someone I called Captain, and he called me Pirate. Because I stole his heart without taking responsibility, he met all my ideal expectations of a man. For a moment, I thought about spending my life with him, but quickly dismissed the thought, remembering that men are not trustworthy. Even though my ex-husbands betrayed and abandoned me despite my efforts, I couldn't let myself believe a man could genuinely love me. After an outing, I told the captain we shouldn't see each other anymore. He was confused, asking what he did wrong. I replied that everything was fine, I just didn't like him anymore. Watching him sit forlornly, I dressed and left without looking back. Typically, abandoning men brought a sense of revenge, but this time I felt only a dull pain and couldn't breathe. I knew then that I could no longer easily trust or love a man again. Lena, divorced for 1 year. The most painful time was the 6 months leading up to our divorce. I relied on alcohol, meditation, and music to sleep, and sometimes even sleeping pills. Nightmares of my ex-husband and his affair haunted me. I would wake up in a cold sweat, feeling an overwhelming sense of despair. I followed my ex-husband's updates, seeing him happy with his new partner, fueling my desire for revenge. I even attempted suicide, calling him to curse him from the afterlife. He thought I was just a crazy woman. I publicly denounced him, but he only distanced himself further. All I wanted was love. After much time, through therapy and the support of friends and family, I began to rebuild my life. I regularly saw a psychologist, worked out to release energy, immersed myself in work, and found joy in hobbies. I decided to be strong, not depending on anyone, and moved to a new home, starting anew. I vowed to live a beautiful life, not wasting time on unworthy people. Yang Qianqian, born in 1982, remarried. At 32, I remarried, bringing my son into a blended family with my husband's son. I thought we would appreciate marriage more, but we faced numerous challenges. His ex-wife frequently disrupted our life, claiming it was for their child's well-being. My husband would drop everything to attend to her calls, making me feel less important. His indifference to my efforts to bond with his child and my son's frustration made me question how to balance our family. A flight attendant's advice during a flight about oxygen masks made me realize that I needed to take care of myself first to care for my family. I decided to have an open conversation with my husband, establishing rules for our family to better face the future together. Lu Yu's commentary. Most divorced women likely have similar experiences. When faced with trauma, we have 4 responses: other harm, self-harm, diversion, and digestion. The best choice is the last, but when we can't digest the trauma, we opt for the first 2. In the first story, The woman couldn't bear the identity of being abandoned and transferred her pain onto others. In the second story, the woman couldn't let go of the past due to fear of facing new challenges. In the third story, the woman diverted her attention to her child, forgetting her own needs. Fortunately, the women in the second and third stories awakened to their realities. We often only awaken when at a dead end, realizing that trauma forces us to face a new world. Sadhguru said that true happiness and freedom come when our joy is not dependent on others. Only with the courage to face reality and try new things can we overcome life's challenges. True happiness comes not from trauma, but from the courage to start anew. If you found this article meaningful, please share it. Your likes and shares are our greatest motivation. May you gain new insights every day. You will never be alone here.